Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting to unbox some of my Christmas presents and gifts. So I figure I've got a few things, I would unbox them, and then if anything else comes along I can unbox them later, or anything that I might get from my parents I can just add in after Christmas. But I was being impatient, I couldn't wait any longer, so I'm going to unbox these today because I just can't wait. They've been sat here for a few days and I just can't wait. So we're gonna unbox, and I figure it's always fun to like unbox together as opposed to me just showing something. Whereas I don't know, it adds an extra level of like excitement when there is something to unbox. So first one's first. And also thank you to anybody that got me a gift. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. So satisfying when it works. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is from Sophia. Happy Christmas, Abby, from Sophia. It is Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. I love this colour. I love this colour. I don't really know what this is even about, but it's just so nice and blue and pretty. Oh, and the end pages are just as blue. So I think this is a contemporary romance by Olivia Blake. I've only read The Atlas Six by her, and this I think was originally self-published and it's now been picked up to be published by Tor. Oh, white, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, very excited to dive into this. It's not too long as well, so that is ideal. Thank you so much, Sophia. On to one number two. It's got some weight to it. Oh, these are behaving well today. This one's from Hannah Blackwell. Merry Christmas. I'm so glad I've gotten to know you this year. Your friendship and support has meant so much to me. From Hannah. And this is The War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Armentrout, the fourth book in the From Bud and Ash series. So I recently continued in the series and read the prequel, A Shadow in the Ember, and I really liked it. I was a little bit disappointed in the third book in this series, but I figured from how much I enjoyed the prequel and how much I enjoyed like the first two books, I would give the third book a break and I would keep going with this series. And I think Hannah's actually doing a read along for the series next year, so maybe I will like try and join her when she gets to book 4. I don't know what month that will be in. I think maybe April, May. They'll get to this one. I'm excited to continue this. Thank you so much, Hannah. And now this one, I think this is a puzzle. How do I get into this one? Like, how do I get in here? I didn't bring any scissors. Maybe I didn't think this all through. Can I just rip it? Brutal, yeah. Okay. Have I opened this from the bottom? I think I have opened this from the bottom. It is a puzzle. It is from Joanna. Merry Christmas, my beautiful. Thank you for being one of my pillars this year and for getting me through the hard times. Thank you for the fun times and the laughter. Joanna. That's much nicer than my message, I think. Oh, this looks exciting. So I've never done a puzzle from this brand before. If you don't know, I really love jigsaw puzzles. And this one just looked so pretty. Sort of underwater scene with all these shells on it, and these people swimming and all these different fishies, and oh, I think this one's going to be really, really fun. Thank you so much, Joanna. So there's what I have so far. Got another package, so let's unbox it. Oh, it didn't quite go all the way. There we go. There we go. Ooh. I know you love this series, so I want it to be complete. Happy holidays from Stephanie. Stephanie, thank you. Oh, it's going to join my collection. I'm going to make room for it. I've got to try and find space for this. Oh, thank you. I've been wanting this. I can now match, all my books in this series can match and be all pretty together. I have already read this. I listened to the audiobook when it came out in March. So now I can just have this as part of my collection and I can reread it whenever I want to and like experience these stories again, because I love this series so much. If you don't know already, I love this series. It's actually shorter than I thought it was. Like, I know that I listened to the audiobook very quickly, but I didn't realise that this was only like 230 odd pages. Oh, but yeah, I will definitely, I think, reread these stories because I liked the audiobook, but I much prefer like reading physically. So I feel like I could just read these physically when I just need these characters again. And I'm sure I could need these characters again all of the time. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. Hello, so I have a couple of other gifts that I'm not going to be unboxing because I've already unboxed them or unwrapped them, but a couple more gifts that I received for Christmas that were bookish puzzle related, so I thought I would show them off to you now. So my sister got me both a book and a puzzle. She knows me so well. She knows exactly what speaks to my heart. She got me for Christmas this puzzle, which is a gradient puzzle by Cloudberries. I've got the 1000 piece version, which I have done before. This is really shining like everything off it. Like you can see the reflection of me, you can see the lights, you can see everything. Right, I think there we go. So because I haven't taken the cling film wrap off this one yet. So this is the 2000 piece version of it. I really loved doing the 1000 piece version, and so I thought, you know, I really want the 2000 piece as well, just to see how it compares, see how much more of a challenge it is. So really looking forward to doing this. And my sister said she was swayed because she was going through what was on my wish list, and she watched like the advertisement for this one, or like the promotional video, and she was like, this looks really cool. So obviously Cloudberries are really doing their advertising well, because they swayed my sister to buy it for me. I can link the company as well down below. Like I've got the other gradient puzzle by them, but they seem to be really well made and like an independent British puzzle company. And then she also got me To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. I haven't read any Becky Chambers before. I know she's got another novella, like duology, I think, and then she has can't remember, I think there's 4 books in the series. I didn't really know where to start, but I believe this is like a standalone novella. And I don't know if she's going to be for me or not. I don't know, because I'm not one of those people that really likes happy books, I don't think. When people describe something as really like cute and happy and endearing, I'm like, but where's the drama? Where's the death? Where's the battle? Where's the like pain that's going to rip my heart out type thing? And when people have described Becky Chambers, I don't know if they're describing a book that's going to work for me. So I thought, let's give her a try, because you never know. Sometimes I am in the mood for something that's just going to be very light and fluffy. I don't know necessarily if it's light and fluffy, but I may be like getting the wrong end of the stick here. I may end up loving this, but I thought it'd be a good place to start because there isn't really like any commitment with this. Like I think this just stands by itself as a novella. It's quite short, and especially with reading the very long books that I have recently, reading something short would probably be very beneficial for me. And I have continued to be trying to see what I like in sci-fi, and I think Becky Chambers is very popular in sci-fi. So for me to keep trying sci-fi, I should probably try one of the really popular modern sci-fi writers. Then my parents got me another puzzle, which I'm currently working on, and I would show you the box, but there's currently loads of pieces that I've organised in the box, so I can't right now. But this is the image. It's so fun. I'm having so much fun with this one. I think it's called The Grand Library, and so you have different genres which make up the puzzle, and at first I thought it was going to be really challenging, and it is quite hard, but it's really fun because there's so much going on. I'm loving it. Excellent puzzle. Really fun to do, so would recommend. And I mean, I really like Ravensburger as a brand as well. I've been doing Ravensburger puzzles for years. I think probably one of my first puzzles was probably Ravensburger, so would definitely recommend them as a puzzle brand if you're wanting to get into puzzles. They have loads. They have so many puzzles. You do get a lot of puzzle dust. That's my only complaint about them, the blue puzzle dust. This image is being really fun. I'm like maybe halfway through right now. It's a lot of fun. I'm in my puzzle era right now. Like January is not a very good month right now, but the puzzles have been helping. I then have one other book that has just arrived. This one is from my lovely friend Joanna, and that is The Lonesome Crown by Brian Lee Durfee, the 3rd book in the 5 Warrior Angels series. The book that has been very hard to find. She messaged me in December saying, your book's never going to arrive, Abby. It's just not turning up. It's just no, Amazon have given up with it. And I was like, oh no, oh, what book was it? To which she replied, it was this one. And so I went on and like had a little scour through the internet, why is this like really hard to find in the UK? I do not know. But eventually I saw that it was on Blackwell's, and I was like, oh, Joanna, it looks like it's available on Blackwell's. Blackwell's must have taken like all of the European stock of this book because it's not available anywhere else. And she was like, okay, right, I'm ordering you a copy, I'm ordering myself a copy, Blackwell's, we'll get it. And I was like, yeah, it'll turn up eventually, because if you don't know, Royal Mail here are on strike, so there's literally no post. Or you might get your post like a month after you sent it. Like, people are still getting Christmas cards, and we're in January now, so Christmas cards that were sent 3 weeks ago and they're still arriving. Better late than never. But this turned up and I was like, oh, it's here. It's actually here. It's actually the book. Thank you, Joanna, for this. I'm really excited to finish off this trilogy this year. This book is deceptively small. I mean, I know it's not small, but like, they've changed the paper from the first and second book. So the first book looks bigger than this one, but this one's like 300 pages more than the first book. This is over 1,000 pages. It's a beast. It's gigantic. It is long. It is big. And I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to be rereading the first two books so I can get to this and really thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm so looking forward to it. So thank you so much, Joanna, for this. I hope to get it. I really hope to read it in the first half of the year as I reread the series. Oh. So yeah, very, very excited for this. And thankfully it eventually turned up. It made it here. It got here. There were some trials, but we made it. And it's still not available on Amazon. So I'm now here to close out this little book haul, because otherwise I will just keep buying books and then keep adding books, and then this book haul will just never ever end. So in order to make this a bit more succinct, I will show the final 3 books that I've picked up recently, and then we will close it there and just leave it like that. So I do have 3 more books that I picked up in January. These ones I have bought myself, and so they're not gifts, but might as well just include them here. So I have 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This is a romance. I went to the book warehouse with Sophia and Joanna a couple of weeks ago, and I was very restrained, and I only bought this one book for myself. So I feel very like accomplished in that I didn't go and buy loads of books. I just bought the one. There were definitely books that called to me. They definitely like tried their like siren call to get me to like buy them, because if you don't know, the book warehouse is just outside of London. It's 70% off. So the books can be quite cheap, but I resisted and I just went for this one because I'm trying to read down my physical TBR, and if you're buying books, it doesn't really help with reducing your physical TBR. I believe this is a second chance romance. We're following Eva, who's a single mother, and she meets back up with Shane, who she had a relationship with, or a brief fling with, 15 years ago. They have reunited at a literary event in New York, and sparks are flying. I've been reading quite a lot of fantasy, so I feel like it would be quite good to mix it up a little bit with some contemporary romance, which is what I'm currently doing, because I'm currently reading Not Take a Hint or Get a Life, the Eve Brown one by Talia Hibbert. I'm currently reading that as my like, I need a break from fantasy, so this will be another break that I could have from fantasy. I then bought Laura Olympus Volume 2. So I read Volume 1 last year sometime, maybe in like September, and then I hadn't continued on yet. I have now continued. I've bought this and read this. So basically, I wanted to pre-order The Adventures of Amina Al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty, because I had to. It's S.A. Chakraborty. I need that book, and Waterstone still had editions of their exclusive edition for it, so that needed to be brought into my household. That's not arrived yet because it's a pre-order for March, but I was slightly short on the free shipping, so I thought, well, you have to buy another book, Abby, because otherwise you have to pay for shipping, and no one wants to just pay for shipping when you can pay for another book. And this was on 50% off, so I was like, well, 50% off, why not? This is the continuation to that web comic following Hades and Persephone and all of the other Greek gods, and I really liked this. I'll speak about it in my wrap up, but I really liked this. And then the final book that I picked up recently is The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake. This is the Fairy Loot edition. So I had the Fairy Loot adult box for the first book, The Atlas 6, when that came out last year, so I believe they're doing different covers for the rest of the books in the series. So this one very recently arrived of the second book. So it is this more burgundy type colour, sort of reddy, end pages. So yeah, My plan for this series is to reread the first book probably towards the end of 2023, then read this one, and then hopefully get the Fairy Loot edition of the third book when that comes out as well, and then read that. So it will sit for a little while on my shelf for now, but it's ready. I'm waiting, and my nails really match this book. So those are some final 3 books that I picked up recently that I will join into my Christmas January book haul. Let me know if you got any nice books for Christmas, or if you've been buying books in January, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye!